Oh, hey guys, my name's Greg. I have this channel, Lost Wrench Garage, and we talk about really anything to do with cars. I'm mostly into the British stuff, as most of you know, that follow me along on my channel. So if you could, and if you like British cars and repair, go ahead and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. But here's a quick pop-up live stream. See what's happening with some of you folks out there. Let's see. I am going to put up a referral link to StreamYard, and I think I went, not sure, share your referral link. Did it go? No. I don't know why it's not working, but hey, whatever. I can't see a lot of the chat, so but I've been working on my Triumph TR6. It's a 1970. I got it last fall. You can look back through some of my videos and you can get a glance of it. I'm going to do a thorough walk around of the car. I did get two vehicles with it, both with titles. I have been working on the frame because the frame that's under the car right now is junk. It's bad. Just wait till you see when I pull the body off. You're going to get to see what it looks like. But so I've been doing. I need to clean up the garage. We'll probably do a little walk around if you guys are interested, and just chat. So go ahead and leave a comment in the chat box, ask questions, things like that. You know, heck, we'll even talk about YouTube or up events, or if you got any questions about your car, if I can answer, I will. It's just a hangout day. It's been raining all night and rained most of the morning here. No, it's a bunch of ATVs going by. But I was going to go out and work on the wife's car and my truck. I have a power steering cooler that I need to put in my truck. This is a power steering line where this comes down through in front of the radiator, like so. This goes through the radiator support, and it wore a hole in one of the lines. So I got a new one, got to put that in. I have to do body work, change some tires. Got a lot going on. But if you could, go ahead and share this on out. Well, the more we get in, the more YouTube will push my videos. I did see I had one person in, but they left. Hey, it is what I am going to work on my Spitfire again. I have replaced, if you look back into the videos, I have replaced the intake and carburetor and put a header on it. My I did have a flat spot off of idle, which I knew what was the problem with it. So I set the air fuel mixture, set the idle just right, and it's still there. So I needed to jet it up. So I did that the other day. I didn't make any video of it because it was just gonna be short and sweet. I knew exactly where I needed to go with the jetting. Uh, so I did that, and I have a few other things I need to do with it. I need to, here's the book for tuning the carburetor. I have to give that back to my buddy. But I am going to be replacing the front rubber flexi brake lines, both on the front. Get that done. I have installed the new seat belt in the car, because the seat belt that was originally in the car is frayed and just falling apart. So I needed to put the new seat belt in, and I didn't care for the type that came, the 3-point comes up over your shoulder and you latch. So I went and I ordered through Summit some just standard lap belt, the old school clip style. You lift the latch, comes apart. So I already installed the driver's side. I need to get this side in, and I still have a couple things going on with the ignition light. The ignition light does not go out when you start the car. I do not know why. I traced all the wire. What I'm thinking could be is because it has a 1-wire GM alternator on it, and I'm thinking that it's internally regulated, and it's not sending the signal to turn that light out. It still charges the car. Everything else is working except my tachometer. That's the other thing I need to check. But I am going to be reinstalling the original Lucas alternator. So that should take care of the issue. I just got to check and make sure this is working. This is off of my TR6. So if it is working and it turns out the light, and I put the 1-wire GM 1-wire to TR6, and it does the same thing, then I know I need to change that up. But that won't be for a while, until after I get that car up and running to that point. Should be a little while. Well, thanks for stopping in, whoever popped in. I see there's one in here. Like I said, my name is Greg. My channel is The Lost Wrench Garage. I do repairs on automotive body repairs, on newer stuff, older stuff. I mostly do all British classic vehicles. And they left again. Whatever. But I need to clean up the shop badly. I may just do a little walk around with you guys and kind of just talk about what I've been doing. I need to clean it up because last time I was out here was last week, and it wasn't last weekend, because that's when my last video dropped. It was last weekend. it's the week before when I did the repairs on was doing repairs on the frame. Since then, I haven't been able to get out here. I just can't. I take care of my mother Monday through Friday from 8:30 till whenever, 2, 3 in the afternoon. Then I come home and take care of my wife, which is on dialysis, and take care of the house. So I got a lot going on. Weekends are my day. But yeah, I appreciate you guys popping in. I see we got 2 now. But uh, if you're interested in some of the stuff, and they both left. What the hell? I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about it because you guys can watch this video after the live ends and it goes to a video. So you can watch it then. But let's turn around and we'll chat about the frame I'm working on. I'll be bouncing you guys around a little bit, but that's just the way it works. This is the Triumph TR6 frame I've been attempting to patch up. This is metal I've been using to cut into. There we go. I've been cutting this into to make patches for the frame, which I already did patch. Section over here. We'll bring in a little closer and see if you guys. Not a lot of room in here to move a tripod around, but it can be done. I replaced this section here because it was rotted out. It'll look like this section. Very well ventilated. So I replaced that in a section that went down behind this new section, which is not permanently in place. I just placed it in where it needs to go, trimmed it to where it's needing to be placed. I'm going to need to weld on the inside of this section of the frame a section going into behind to reinforce, so that this other section, which goes on this side, it goes in, and we'll have to spot weld that into place once I get it. It needs to weld there. There's nothing there to weld to. I still need to replace the section up here all the way back. That will be done in at this end, capping that off. So there's a lot going on. Try to keep you guys to see what I'm talking about here. I do have to redo all that. And I'm going to leave the t-shirt in. The frame is turned upside down right now. So this is the bottom section. Once I get this section, this side finished, I'll be working on that side, replacing the supports for the swing arms. And then I will weld in the bottom t-shirt plate, flip it over, and finish the top side, removing this plate and welding in a new one. And then there's a few other little sections that need to be addressed. Like I got a couple holes here, which I have marked where I'm gonna cut out. This is still good. This is not. So I'm gonna cut that section out, weld in new, and back through here. So that will be good. Probably will have the same over there on that side, but I haven't dove into it just yet to really see where we're at. I have a couple sections back here where the frame is soft right through here. So I'll probably be cutting back from here and replace this top section. But I will do that once I remove the body from the homemade engine stand rotisserie. That will be on both sides, needs tending to. And let's see, can you guys see? I hope so. These are the mounts for the differential. And I feel that there's a crack right here. So I'll tend to that. But I'm going to box this all off. They sell kits for that. But I'm just going to fabricate my own. That's all I'm going to do is fabricate, the sides, both inner and outer sides, weld them in. And then on the top side, I'm going to put a support plate. So that will be nicely supported. But once I get this done, I need to start tearing into all the suspension goodies, refurbishing the A-arms, rear A-arms, the differential, the mounts, the front suspension springs, the rack. I'm going to freshen all the mounts, whatever needs rebuilt, redo. And once the frame is done, it's going to be sandblasted, powder coated. Well, I don't know about powder coat, but I'll probably spray some sort of like a frame paint on it. Just like over here's a lot of the parts, pieces, axles, the shocks. It's just piled up. I need to get them moved up out of the way, out of my road. Let me get you guys repositioned here. But I clean this garage up. It is a freaking disaster. I have the counters are all strewn with parts, rags, pieces, tools. I got a jug of oil for the Spitfire and a filter, so I need to change that because I would like to go car out tomorrow if it's going to be nice out and go for a drive. But it's been raining cats and dogs since last night into this morning, and it finally quit, but it's only in the 50s. Dang. We were in the 70s, 80s most of last week. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I need to clean up tools. I have gotten a cart. This is a hospital top style kitchen cart. I bought one for the wife because she is on peritoneal dialysis and we needed a place to put her machine and all her necessities to do her dialysis that night. And it took like 2.5 weeks for it to even get here. And so I called in and said, I want a refund because it's not here. And they did refund me, but I got the cart for nothing. It finally showed up. So in the meantime, I ordered that one. And it came in within 3, maybe 4 days. And it's like, what the hell? So I said, I'll use it out here. I needed a cart to get around. But I did have a viewer buy me a coffee. It's well, it's really it's down in the descriptions below. You'll see that once the live stream is done. I have a Patreon and I have a link to buy me a coffee, which you can go and you can support the channel one time or whatever, or you can do a monthly support type deal. Same on Patreon. But first one I ever got, which she bought me, I call it buy me a beer, but she bought me 3. Heck yeah, thank you very much. I don't remember the first name. I did see it this morning, and it was a couple days ago. They made that donation, and thank you very much, because making these videos, it's not cheap. You guys think? Turn that out of there. But doing this stuff is not cheap. Getting parts is not cheap. And this channel is not monetized yet. I do have another channel which is monetized. I don't make much on it. I haven't posted much content on that channel lately, which I need to do because of the weather, and it's starting to come around to where I can get out. So I'll start posting over there again. But if you want, you can check that out. Anybody want to chat about their car? What kind of car you got? What kind of vehicle you working on? Let's see. What are you working on today? Leave a comment. Yeah, I don't think anybody's wanting to, but that's okay. It don't matter to me. I'm just trying to get some view time, which I have surpassed my subscriber count, but I need view time. So doing live streams is one of the better ways to do that. So if you want to chat about your car, what kind of car you got, let me know. You got a British car? You got, don't even have to be Italian car. It don't matter. A problem going on with it? If I can help, I'll help. If I can't, so me. But I did post this up on social media, hoping to get some more viewers in here. They've been popping in and out, popping in and out. But yeah, if you want to chat about your car or where you from or what your plans are for the driving season, go ahead and leave a comment down in the bottom, see if we can answer your questions or chat about it. I just don't want to work. I just don't want to clean the garage. I just not in the groove today. And so I figured I'd do a live stream. See if anybody wants to pop in. I mean, heck, I can even put a link up if you want to even come up on screen. I don't know how well it'll work, and we can chat face to face. If you got a YouTube channel, you can plug your channel. But what are you into? What kind of cars are you into? Are you into motorcycles? I had a motorcycle shop, repair shop for close to 15 years, so I know bikes in and out. Now newer stuff like fuel injection and stuff like that, don't ask me. I don't know. Carbureted bikes. Oh yeah. I've worked on everything you can think of, from Chinese to Europeans. I've had many European bikes. I've had Moto Guzzi, BMW, Triumph, BSA, Norton, Harleys, American stuff. But you got questions on that? If I can answer it, I will. But the more interaction I get during the live stream, the better. So, and the longer you guys hang out, the more watch time I get. But I am fixing on doing cleaning. I got to order some parts. I got stuff to do on the Spitfire. If you'll go back in my channel and look at some of the videos, you can, if you're new here, I have a 1976 Triumph Spitfire 1500, which I brought back from the dead. It sat for close to 14 years, I'd say 12, 14 years. I brought her back, and I did a lot to it. All new suspension parts, brake lines, shocks, fuel line, electrical. If you want, you can go back into my channel and go to the playlist for the car, and you can start from the beginning and see how it progressed to this point. I'm going to be bringing the car out hopefully tomorrow, if the weather's permitting. I do have a guy that's going to stop by in the morning, and because I have my boat for sale. That is on my other channel. If you're into outdoors, fishing, hunting, all that, that channel is Go Outdoors. That's capital G-O, then capital O-U-T, capital D-O-O-R-S. Go Outdoors. You can check that out. I haven't put up a video in a while because of health reasons, wife reasons, weather reasons, but that's going to change. And then I'm thinking of starting another channel. Am I a glutton for punishment? I guess. Yeah, if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, you can ask questions and what to expect. And it ain't gonna be pretty. Don't expect a lot. Unfortunately. Let's see, what can we talk about? What can we do? I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of what I've been up to. You want to see the shop? I can do a little pan of that. The garage is attached to my house. It's a 1 1/4 bay, if you want to say that. So it's very small. I would like to build a detached 2 or 2.5 bay garage to be able to work and store vehicles. That may happen. I don't know. I've been wanting to do that for years. But let's kind of spin you a little bit. That goes right into my living room. So this is sunken in 6 feet. Then it goes back to the overhead door. It is 12 feet wall to wall, 20 feet deep. So it's not a big garage. I do have overhead storage, like a little loft. Not much up there. If you look back through my videos, you can see I got most of my helmets hanging off of there. I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. I got to get all those frame parts that are along the shelving there. I need to get them moved and stored to when I can get to refurbishing them to get back on frame. Once the frame is done, I need to get back on the frame so I can get it done. Yeah, I have the big screen TV so I can watch YouTube videos or order parts. My workbench is just covered with crap. I need to clean it up. Toolbox, air compressor, another toolbox, shelving, my cordless storage, and then all the other miscellaneous crap. So I don't have a lot of room, but I have enough to what I can. Like I said before, I've had a motorcycle repair shop, and right where I'm standing at right now, I had a hydraulic bike lift, and that's where I would do all my repairs. And most of that area was for storage customers' bikes and that. And I could usually do anywhere from 4 to 5 bikes at a time. My wife used to get mad because I'd store bikes out on the front porch. But it was paying the bills, so she didn't really gripe that much. The heater kicked on. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come out here and introduce myself again. Greg, Lost Wrench Garage. I do repairs, mostly on British stuff, American stuff. I do repairs on my vehicles and some family car stuff. But working on doing restorations. And I'm trying to gain watch time so I can get this channel monetized. And I don't know if any of you understand how monetization works. Got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the last 365 days. The subscribers, it don't matter, but the watch time, you got to have that within the last 365 days to get monetized. And then you got to keep that watch time, which won't be hard, because if you keep making videos and people are watching the stuff, you're never going to fall below the 4,000 watch hours as long as you keep making videos. You get paid by AdSense, ad revenue. So whenever you come and watch my videos, usually there's an ad at the beginning of the video, maybe 1 or 2 throughout the video. And that's how we get paid. Is that they put the ads out in front of you, and we get a little kickback. And I mean little. I mean, it's very little. So the more videos you put out, the more ads can be shown to people, the more you make. So you got to pump videos out. It's not just, hey, I'm going to get rich fast. That ain't going to happen. My other channel, I have over 2,500 subscribers. I average, can't remember how many videos, 400? I can't remember. But I average per month 75 to 100. It depends on viewers, what people are watching. If they're, because there's up and down. And this time of year, the beginning of the year, from first of the year usually through till April, ad revenue is down. It always happens every year. And then it starts climbing up because a lot of the advertisers get their yearly budget and they start spending on ads. And they want to pump it out there and so you click on an ad and go watch it, go buy something or whatever. So it goes up, then starts all over again. But this channel is not monetized. That's why I ask you, if you want to help out with some of the builds, if you like the stuff, if you're subscribed, why not? Give me a hand. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why you're not. If you like watching the repairs and restorations and here in the British cars or European cars and all that, subscribe. It's free. Costs you nothing. And it helps me out. Leaving comments helps me out. Sharing this out helps me out. And it will help me get monetized to be able to give you more content and better content. Well, there you go. That's the way it works. But I don't know if anybody wants to leave a comment. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. It finally popped up. Hi, Rob. My garage is always a mess. Yeah, same here, buddy. Same here. Let me scroll back down. It has an amazing engine, amazing Ferrari supply engine. 3.8 V8. They chopped two cylinders off. 510. Wow. Cool. I bet you that thing screams. Hello from the UK. Thank you for stopping in. I remember my parents went to look at an Alpha. I can't see the rest of it. This thing is in the way. I hate that. Oh, an Alfa Romeo in the late 80s. It was too rusty. Oh, okay, so it was too far gone. Yeah. Let me see if I can get this out of there. Okay, I just posted up for StreamYard if you want to do live streaming, you can check that. I didn't mean to. I have on my screen, you can't see it, but it says share your referral link, which that means I can't see. It's not letting me see a lot of the chat. It's blocking it, and I can't move it. What the hell? So I don't know if I can go back in the settings without dropping the stream to turn that off. But I've been looking at it. Unfortunately, I look at a lot of them. I look at different cars, and for projects, I'd like to have. I don't want to get into too many projects, but it's just I'm on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all that every damn day, and it's just like it would be nice, and just keep scrolling. I I am planning on buying a car trailer. There's a guy that's probably about 20 miles from me that has one for sale. Pretty good shape. Needs a little TLC, just so I can haul the Spitfire around to different events. There's a couple events I want to go to, which I'm not going to want to drive the car that distance, and so I'm looking to buy a car trailer, and I'm selling my boat to fund that. So you got to do what you got to do, right? And these events, I don't know where you're all from, but I'm from northwestern Pennsylvania. I'm about 50 miles south of Erie, 80 miles north of Pittsburgh. But I would like to take the Spitfire down to a track where they do autocross. And that's an hour or so drive in the car. And then once I get there and do autocross, if I break, if something breaks, then I got to get it towed home. I don't want to do that. The, the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix is coming up in July. Look that up. If you're into vintage cars and up and around this area, you need to check that out. Where they race in downtown Pittsburgh and Shenley Park. They got two new tracks open now. Two. So they got a hill climb and like an oval type track or something. I want to go to that. And I'm not driving my car down from here down into downtown Pittsburgh and then have to drive it back home. Ain't happening. I'll trailer it. And there's a couple others events like one is Put-in-Bay. It's over by Cedar Point, Pennsylvania, just west of Cleveland, where they race out on the island. There's an island called Put-in-Bay. You take the ferry out, and they have races out there, vintage cars. I will want to go to that, but I'm going to be in the car there and camping out overnight, maybe a couple nights, and check it all out. Not going to be racing. Too old for that shit. Yeah, I know. I'm smoking. I need to quit. What kind of cars are you guys all into? Let's see what's he saying. A Land Cruiser, cool. Now I can see. I had to open it up to read it. I kind of like those Land Cruisers. I did they call it the Rover conversion on the Spitfires. You go from a 3/8 lug stud width, so it's small, to a 1/2 inch stud, and you use the Land Rover Discoveries, I think it is. I have to look back, but you use those lug nuts for the conversion, so you're going to a thicker lug nut, and it's safer, especially for doing like autocross or rally. Uh, so I did that. So the Land Cruisers are kind of cool. They're kind of cool. I wouldn't mind trying one of them, but I'd like to get into an older one, something that's kind of vintage. I don't know, kind of neat. But I am going to be doing a rally. I think it's coming up in 2 weeks. They have checkpoints and stuff like that, so you got to have a co-pilot. It starts down in uh, down in Harmony, PA, and ends in Mercer, and it's about a 75 mile rally. I want to do that, but I need to find a co-pilot. Yeah, she went out. Might be a woman or something. But yeah, I kind of like those Alfa Romeos. I let's see what else. The what was the car? Um, Damn, can't remember the name of it. Little 2-seater. Can't remember. I'd love to have something like that. Can't remember what it is now. It's pretty cool. But I'm debating on with Triumph TR6 of making it a official track car. I ain't sure just yet. That, or I've been debating on just getting it up to the point to where it's drivable, safe, and selling it for another project. I don't know. We'll see. This dang comment section does not want to scroll. But I do appreciate you guys. I mean, every little view, as long as you stay to more watch time, I got a question, go ahead and throw it up there. We'll try to help you out, if I can, if I can answer it. Anybody that watches my channel in here, go ahead and say, hey, yeah, I'll watch your stuff. Trying to grow the channel. Oh, excuse me. Try to straighten this up here. But I don't know. I'm into the vintage cars. I was into vintage bikes for a long time, but can't ride no more. The all my friends sold their bikes. Wife can't ride anymore. So I'm into cars. Yeah, I don't know about taking the camera, opening up the garage door, and kind of giving you a walk around of the TR6. But I think I'll lose my signal to do that. I don't. Let's see. I'm going to do. Let's go here. Here, I'll bring this up. This is my Spitfire. Can't do that. Nope. See, where are we at here? Do. Nope. Oh, right here. Let's see. Nope. Not gonna do it. Oh, it's been a while since I've done live stream. Banner. I'll flip the ticker on. Back to the comments. I was gonna try it and show you a photo of my cars, but it's not letting me do that. Oh well. But I stay out of trouble over here in the garage. Keeps me busy, keeps me doing something. Besides working during the week, taking care of my mother and taking care of the wife. I take care of the wife every day of the week. But I'm kind of semi-retired. It is what it is. Somebody's got to take care of your family. If you're not taking care of your elders, uh, yeah, you need to step up if you can. Not then assisted living and stuff like that's fine. They would rather, most family would rather stay at home. But let's not get into that. But I have been at this now for almost 50 minutes. Let's see I want to have an LC that's newer than the 95. Too many electronics. Stick to the classic. I agree. Yeah, anything with like ECU, fuel injection, unless it's one of the older basic type, that is not bad. But yeah, carbureted, way to go. Nowadays, the newer generation wouldn't know the first thing how to tune a carb. Or let's talk about the ignition system. Points. Yeah, if you know how to adjust points, you're a friend of mine. I do have electronic ignition in the Spitfire, but it came that way. But I do have a set of points, the backer plate, the weights, and all that stuff because I can just pull that out and throw them in if it goes bad. It's in the trunk of the car with my tools. So if the electronic ignition goes bad, 20 minutes under the hood and I'm up and running again. I'm heading home. No sitting and waiting for AAA or whoever to come get the car for hours. Some people have told me they've sat with they've had a spare in the trunk, the jack's in the trunk, the wrench is in the trunk, but know how to do it, so they call roadside, and it's 3 or 4 hours until someone gets there. Why? 15 minutes and you're back going. If you knew how to change a freaking tire. Oil changes. You go to a place to have an oil change, which right here, this is for the Spitfire. I won't use all of it. This is 5 quarts. The engine takes just over 4.5 somewhere with the oil filter. That was $23. The oil filter was 4 or 5. So I got less than $30 in oil and filter for the car. Now, if you want to take that to a place to have it done, you're going to spend $50 because you got to pay for labor. Yeah, you're going to spend $50 at the minimum when you can change your own oil. And then once you get the oil out, put it back, have another empty jug available, pour into, and then take that old oil back to the auto parts store, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Napa, all of them. They take used oil, take it back, get rid of it. You don't have to have it laying around in your garage. Throw the filter out. Easy. Changing your spark plugs, your leads, adjusting your brakes, brake lines, brake liners. It's best to learn how to do it because you get to know your car, especially a classic. I know that Spitfire inside and out. Every nut and bolt I virtually touched on that car. I know I could right now take that car, even though it is almost 50 years old, and drive that thing across country. It would make no issue because on the way, if I had a problem, I could fix it because I know the car. But my back wouldn't handle that. I mean, it's not too bad. I would have to probably put some padding or whatever down on the seat. That'd be more comfortable, but it could be done because I know the vehicle. I do need to get tires on it. The tires I got right now, yeah, they're close to 12 years old, but there's no dry rot, no cracking. Treads are great. They're not hard, they're super hard. They're hard, but they're not hard. So they get plenty of traction. They're getting traction. But when I go do autocross, I am throwing a new set of tires on. And for the size of the tires, I can get 4 of them. Like a more road performance tire for all 4 for about $150 or so for all 4. Try buying a tire for your SUV for that. That's one. But getting to know your car, get out and run. Just get out and tinker. Get to know your vehicle. But yeah, I think we've been at it for almost an hour. That was my plan. We got about another 5 minutes. That was my plan to at least try to get an hour live streaming. But if you could leave comments what you're working on. If you like this kind of, I'll do some more. Do some more garage tech. Maybe we'll do a live stream of doing some repairs. I just need your input. Really, if you like it or not. What would you like to see worked on? I mean, there's chances I can probably work on it. I got a buddy of mine which has a Austin Healey Bug Eye Sprite. Needs a floor pan put in it. I'm going to be going and taking my equipment and loading it up in the truck and all that sometime whenever he gets it his garage over to his garage from his storage. And I'm going to be doing that. And I'm hoping to maybe do a little filming on that. I agree. It's just convenient. Electric filter and a manual. One wire and cable and a pedal. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Uh, I agree with you. I The thing about fuel injection is it has its advantages over carburation any day. I mean, altitude. If you're going up into up into the Sahara Mountains or whatever, and you have it tuned for sea level, it's going to struggle. Fuel injection won't do that. It reads out if you're running rich or lean, and it adjusts it for it, so it runs at top-notch condition for best fuel economy and power as possible. I agree with that. But myself, I like tinker. I like tinkering with carburetors, and I can tune the carburetor to where I'm at to 8,000 feet or whatever, to where it'll run a little rich lower down below, but it will run a little won't run as lean at 8,000 feet. It will run good, you know. But then it depends on where you're driving, where you're doing. It's like my car. I don't climb a lot of high altitude where I'm at, so I set it for my area, and it do good. It does good. Uh, I mean, I know there's ways around that. I don't want to go that route. And then you were saying only one wire and cable. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I have a single carb on my car. It's a Weber 3236 downdraft. I just got done rejetting it and it's running great. But a lot of the Spitfires, TR6s, which this one is, it's a dual carburetor, so you need to know how to synchronize them and adjust them, because one carburetor feeds three cylinders and the front carburetor feeds the front three, and they need to be the same. Knowing how to do that takes experience, takes time. That's why it's like these. I'll just give you the picture. These are DHOU side draft Webers. Uh, some of the TR6s run three of these. Each one of those carburetors, each one of those inlets is a single carburetor. So you really got two carburetors with one body. So some of them run three on their cars. So you got really one carburetor per cylinder. You could do that. You could run two of these on a four-cylinder like the Spitfire, but you need to adjust them so they run all the same air, same fuel, uh, same time as when you're opening the throttle. Uh, it just takes time. That's where I learned all that from working on vintage motorcycles. Like we'll just throw out there like the Honda CB750. There's four carburetors. You got to tune them all four because each carburetor feeds that one cylinder, and they need to be the same, synchronized. So I learned all of that. So this is like cake work for me. But if anybody has an issue with that, we could get into depth about tuning your carburetor if you're running dual SUs on your Spitfire, or two Weber side drafts. There's cars that even run a single Weber side draft. The Weber downdraft I'm running, it's a two barrel carburetor, but it goes into a single plenum manifold that feeds all 4 cylinders. And it's a progressive, so the one carburetor throat feeds at the lower end, and then it opens the secondary to higher RPMs. This takes a little time to find out, ask questions. If I can help you out, I will. Timing, valve adjustments. I haven't rebuilt a motor in a while, but I am planning on doing a engine rebuild. I would like to get a Triumph 1500 motor and just make it a little hot, make a little road spicy, and bore it out a little bit, do some head work, bigger valves, bigger cam, different rockers, just make it a little more. I like to see, believe it or not, the Spitfires 1500s are about 70 horse, 75, somewhere in there. I'd like to see 100, 105. That's plenty spicy for a car that's 1,700 pounds curb weight. Oh yeah, it'll move it right along. So I'd like to do that in the future. Just different things. That's why I was thinking with the TR6 doing just a road course where you still drive it on the road, but it'll be good for track. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, we've been at it for just over an hour. But I gotta get this garage clean. I do appreciate whoever popped in. I really do. It helps me out with view time. And you get to find my channel. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Helps me out. If you like this kind of stuff, check out my channel. Check out my previous videos. Keep your eye open for new videos. I'm not going to be dropping a long form video this weekend. I didn't have time to film throughout the last week and a half, so I don't have footage. But keep your eye open for next weekend. That's why I kind of did this live show. What was I saying? Oh, I appreciate you guys. So if you like this kind of stuff and you like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment. I try to reply to my comments. And it's a good way for me to find your channel. If I like your content, I subscribe. If you like mine, please do the same. It helps me out. Give me a big thumbs up and that finger. And we'll see you on the next one. I do appreciate y'all. We will see you out there on the road. Peace.